All right, man. So, the next topic, man, this might surprise everybody. It surprised me, but we're gonna talk about a little tennis. So pretty much, it was earlier reported this week. Oh, you got a joke?
No, I'm just saying. I thought we didn't talk about tennis.
Listen, man. Honestly, I'm looking forward to a golf, like a golf crisis or something. Like,
Yeah.
like I don't know, like what could be a. Ah, man.
What can be a cricket crisis? Like they're missing their sticks.
Dude, like a violent, like I'm thinking like a riot,
a
like
riot.
yeah, like that's the level that I'm at. Like
Yeah.
it better be like a big level news because I'm definitely not talking about cricket.
Yeah.
But anyways, so earlier reports, man. Earlier this week, it was reported that Naomi Osaka has decided to quit the French Open over anxiety, over depression. It pretty much started off that she didn't want to do the press.
Mhm.
She took a mental health day, which I agree.
You agree?
Oh, yes, but at least take one
A mental day.
a mental health
personal day.
Oh, let me ask you.
Uh-huh.
How many mental health days do you take in a year?
In a year?
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't a thing until
that wasn't a thing
Yeah.
for what? After 2019?
After I graduated and working full-time job.
Yeah.
You know, and then I hadn't even heard about it.
I had to
until-
tell you about
you.
that.
You had to tell me.
Oh yeah,
So-
I didn't hear about
so
it until a
before-
coworker told me.
Until a coworker.
Yeah, and I was like, that makes sense.
Yeah, so until like we started talking about this, that's when I've only taken my life less than two. I would say
in a year?
No, in my life I've taken two.
No, but like starting
Ever.
ever 2 mental health
Yes.
days.
Other than that, I take days off.
All right, how about this?
To go on vacation.
Well, no, not
But-
vacation. Mental health day.
Yeah.
What year did you start working full time?
Well, I've always worked full time, but
No, but like corporate.
a corporate job.
Yeah.
2017.
So in 2017 to now, how many mental health days have you taken?
2.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Only 2.
Well, I mean, again, I'm from, I'm an immigrant. We have a strong work ethic. I'm not saying Americans don't because it's the most hardworking country, but I feel like we have a chip on our shoulders, if that makes sense. Like in the sense that we want to prove something. It makes me a little hungrier, but I guess it does bring a little shame because if I'm not working, like I feel bad, man. Like if
Really?
like when I took those 2 mental health days, the first one,
What made you feel bad though?
it's just a stigma, man. Like it's just like I'm a man, I'm supposed to be working. I'm supposed to be making money.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's not because I'm a man. It's just like I need to provide. Like that's engraved since I was a kid from helping my dad at work. I don't know. That's just how I felt. But again, you brought this up. The second mental health day, that was the MVP. That's yeah, I did like.
Was that the most
one.
recent one?
Yeah.
How recent was that one?
It was like a year and a half ago.
A
Yeah.
year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm gonna just straight up tell you, you need to take more mental health days. You're wild. Only 2
Yeah, man.
since 2017.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
How
insane.
many do you take a year? Apparently you take more than one.
Dude.
That has to be more than one a year.
Oh, dude.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I'm not gonna count 2020 because I feel like
The whole year was a mental health.
no, it was tough. I mean, I could count 2020. I think my average from starting from 17 to now, my average has to be at least 18 to 20 days. mental
18
health.
to 20
Yeah,
mental health days.
Yeah.
Bro, that's a
Yeah.
whole vacation, bro.
and that's not including my vacation.
And that's not including your vacation. Yeah, nah,
Yeah.
man. I mean,
Honestly, because it's just there's some weeks that are tougher than others, and you just need a day, man.
you need it. But it sounds
Yeah,
like
okay.
you're taking more than a day.
I mean, I think at least it would average out to at least what 2 to 3 days a month. 18, if you were to say.
True. That's not crazy.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
not crazy.
But that's what I'm saying. Three.
Okay.
So three at the month, right?
Yeah.
That's, to me, that's normal. I don't think that's even enough, to be completely honest with you. But
Well, 18 days is my vacation time, to be honest. Like yeah, we have 3 weeks of vacation.
how much do you don't have mental days, or like what would that be, sickness? I guess. Oh yeah, like sickness time. How many sickness time?
No, I mean we're sick. We just take it off. We don't have sick days.
Oh, you don't have to submit sick days?
No, yeah.
And you need to have more sick days.
No, like they don't trip. Like if we're sick. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You need to have more sick days.
I need to get more sick.
Yeah. And the only
Oh.
reason I'm telling you this, and I guess our audience, is like, honestly, I really do connect with this because I am a strong believer in just taking a day off.
Yeah.
Even on a regular Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You know, people normally, I guess, try to do it Friday, but honestly, like, I enjoy a Tuesday. Or I'm not worried about work. I'm able to relax. I'm able to just focus on myself, focus on things that I want to do maybe later in the week, work-wise, school-wise, life. Yeah, to me, I'm a big supporter of that. I didn't get it at first. I'll be honest with you too. I didn't get it because I'm like, what do you mean mental health? Like, day, like I don't, you know what I mean? Like they gave it to me so like casual, like I'm like, mental health day, what does that mean?
Okay.
And it was like, yeah, like a day for you, and I'm like, wait, but like, are you sick? Like, you know, I was like, wait, like, are you sick, or like, what do you mean? Like, what is a mental health day, right?
Yeah.
And the way that they explained it to me was, no, it's not a day that you're sick. It's just a day for you to just relax and not really do work, like not necessarily like chores, right? Because there's always chores and stuff to do around the house. But it's just like for you a day to just chill and just take it at a simple pace of doing your thing.
Well, the thing is, like in my company, we could get sick all we want, but the work still needs to be done.
Yeah.
So if I take a sick day, then the next day I have to work longer hours. So that's why I'd rather not do that.
And that's one way to look at it, right? The other way to look at it is, for example, the way that sometimes I look at it is, let me hustle my butt and work like crazy for the first. If I know I'm gonna have a mental health day, just work my butt off and do as much as I can.
So what do you do on your mental health day? Just do nothing?
Yeah, just take it off. You know, I wake up at 12.
Okay.
Go to the, like, if I got some stuff to do, errands, I'll do some errands. But man, I try not to do errands. I will
say that.
Just relax.
No, I will say that on my 2 mental health days that I did, I ran errands, and it was just like.
But it didn't feel like a day off, right? It felt like you just had to do your, like. It just felt like you were getting ahead of whatever you had to do.
But it did make my work week easier though. Mm-hmm. I will say that because I wasn't worried about running the
errands anymore. Right, because you have done it before, right?
Yeah.
And even then, right?
Something.
I wouldn't consider that a mental health day.
Yeah.
Like for me, it's like you purposely, for example, like you purposely going to the park or going to the zoo or eating at a nice restaurant like in the middle of the day. Like that's a mental health day because it just kind of takes your mind off. Just stress, bro, of everyday life, of like just having to deal with things, right?
Yeah.
So,
but I don't think that's the American way, though. We like to, like, go a little bit.
But
you know, the thing is, and let me talk about it for the workaholics. I'm not gonna say I'm a workaholic. I'm just gonna say there's a lot of people that take pride in staying busy. Like, you know, and I guess it's okay. But I feel like you gotta have a balance, right? So like what you're saying, yeah, you can take mental health days, but you have to have that balance of, okay, I need to get my shit done before I end up so I can actually rest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if you're resting, but if you have a lot of things on your mind that you have to take care of, it's not real rest.
Right.
Unless like you
give yourself that
break.
Yeah. So like again, like this is like what I like to do is I like to work my butt off. So say I'm having like since I'm like I say next week Tuesday I'm gonna take the day off.
Yeah.
From the day that I know. So say on Wednesday I decide I'm gonna take next Tuesday off. From Wednesday to Monday I'm just putting in working until like I'm just like feel like I'm over this and then I got my day off to just like all right I don't care because I put in my. I
finished what I had to work.
Right.
To do.
And if I come back, work is still going to be there.
True.
But at least I put in the work to get ahead as much as possible.
True.
So that's how I like to look at it. And then,
okay.
So yeah. That's how I see mental health.
Okay, so going back into the topic, so you truly feel like it's a mental health issue like this?
Yeah, like
Okay.
it is, man. And you know, like this is the thing, right? Like we have our work schedules, right?
Yes.
And we kind of understand when we're busy, when we're not, when we're kind of like chill, and you know that's when maybe you might take a vacation days, or you know, or when you might take sick time or whatever, right?
True.
Now in those pockets of when we're busy, like it's okay to take a break. It's okay to take a mental health day.
Okay.
It's not the end of the world. Like your company's not gonna fail because you took a day off for yourself, right?
Okay.
That's how I like to look at it, and I feel like that's the way that she was trying to look at it, and more importantly for her, because she's dealing with like anxiety, the pressures of a tournament, and just like us, where we're dealing with the pressures of work,
Yeah.
of things that need to be done, of clients and coworkers and bosses, right? It's almost.
But isn't that part of the journey though? Like getting through adversity?
Yeah, man, but you don't have to kill yourself to get through that.
I don't know. I just feel like
For example, like God took a day off on the 7th day after he created the earth.
we're gonna
Like,
we're,
you know
we're
what
going
I'm
there.
saying? Yeah. No, but I'm
I didn't
saying,
sign
like,
up for,
but what I'm
for the
saying-
Bible
but
podcast.
I'm saying is like,
but no,
you know,
I get it.
You know, like we
we-
shouldn't reserve our day off on Sunday.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
So why can't she do press conferences on Saturday?
I don't think that's what the conversation is about. But yeah, man, it's just like, you know, it's just pressure,
Okay.
dude. Like it's a lot of pressure, and especially if you're in that mindset of like you're anxious or you're not feeling right, and then it's.
What do you got to say to the people that say, but she gets paid a lot of money to do that? That's a legitimate argument.
Let me ask you this, man. What would the same people say if she took her life? They wouldn't say, "Oh, she made so much money. Why would she take her life?" They would be like, "Damn, she took her life. Like,
True.
Why didn't she take her? You know, why didn't she take better care of herself? Or why didn't the people around her stop her? You know what I mean? Like,
True.
Like it's one of those things. Like the only person that can control your life is you.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You control what you control what how
Because
much punishment you're willing to
Life
take.
is the most precious thing.
Yeah.
I will say that.
Yeah, dude. At the end of the day,
Especially after COVID, like I learned that.
yeah.
Okay.
Dude, she makes $40 million a year. But at the end of the day, man, if you're not happy,
Okay.
what is
Another
the
thing,
point?
another thing, another argument I have against this, bro. It gets spicy in the press conferences. Like
Yeah.
it's entertaining.
Wait, are you against her taking the day off, or are you against her
No.
critics of telling
Look,
her that she could
what I do respect from her
Uh-huh.
is that, well, first of all, I respect her as a person.
Right.
But I disagreed with the whole thing.
Taking the day off?
No, not taking the day off, like
Or
taking the
quitting.
press conferences off. Like she doesn't want to take press
Well,
conferences.
she took the day off to not talk to the press, right?
Uh-huh.
And then they fined her for that.
Yes.
And then they basically said you can't do that. You have to do press.
Exactly.
And then she quit,
Exactly.
right?
No, I respect that.
Okay.
She said, you know,
She took herself out of the situation,
Yeah.
which-
I respect
That's the
that.
right move.
Exactly.
So what part? So I get just like
No,
what is
but
it that you don't like or didn't
about
understand?
this
Yeah.
is because she's saying that she's coming back to the table to renegotiate the contracts. To not force athletes to do press conferences.
Oh.
That's
okay.
what I don't like about it. Because she's trying to change the game, which it's okay. But the press conferences, that's where like the people meet the athlete.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? We don't have the luxury of being able to go to an event and meet them personally.
Can I? What
Okay.
review?
This is what this is about.
No,
to me.
no. Okay.
Because
I
it's gonna set the standard going forward.
Right.
Because if tennis does this, basketball's gonna do this.
Right.
Football
And
is
then
gonna do
yeah.
this.
Let me say this, right? You're saying that's when you meet the athlete, right? At a press conference.
Yes.
Well, what about their social media? You meet the athlete through social media, through Facebook, IG, Twitter. There's, you have more access as a fan. You have more access to your favorite players.
Mhm.
To me, the press conference is more of like getting the news, getting straight quotes, building your article. So
Yeah.
you could put. It's to me, it's more of a business side than it is really to connect with fans. So that would be my rebuttal because press was important back in the days, right?
Yeah.
we're not in the back of the days no more. Just like you were saying, like the American way isn't to take a mental health day, right?
Yeah.
That's the old way, man. We're living in the new age, and we have new athletes that are taking control when they're pushing like social issues that they care about.
Okay.
Things that they want to promote, things that they don't want to do, and I support that because I want to say, yeah, like if I'm having a bad day at work and they're hassling me.
Because that's what the press conferences do.
Pretty much, yeah. They hassle, like they ask you,
but
like,
now,
so how do you feel losing? Like, what do you mean how I feel losing? I lost. Like, what are you talking about? But I put in 45 minutes and I lost, and I can't blame nobody but myself. Right? Like, you're basically almost talking down on yourself.
Because they force you to talk down.
Yeah, because you're basically saying I'm a loser.
Yeah.
Now, what I think would be like maybe an alternative.
But you don't think it feeds into the machine, the entertainment machine? Like at the end of the day, these sports, the reason why they get paid a lot of money is because it's a story.
Right.
It makes the story more spicy.
Yeah.
You know, that's how we got the Russell Westbrook.
Right.
What?
Right.
You know, that's how we got the a lot
of practice. When Iverson. When he did a press conference because he missed practice.
Marshall, okay.
And they asked him, you know, why did you miss practice, right? The clip was, I missed practice. Like, what's the big deal, right? But the real issue was a friend of his died. And he went to a funeral and missed practice. But they didn't show none of that. You didn't know about that, right?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because you only remember the just practice, right? The infamous. And so, to me, it's like, dude, in that moment, his friend died.
Yeah.
And you're asking him about practice. He's not talking, and that's when he went into his famous rant about.
That's nasty.
But that's what.
That's a different. That's.
But that's the press conference. That's media
manipulating the story to make the entertainment.
Right.
But again, like this sells. It's like the fans get into it.
Yeah, but it doesn't benefit the fans. It doesn't benefit the fans.
It doesn't benefit
the athletes.
I'm not gonna lie.
Honestly, if you think about it, what really benefits is the organization, the French Cup, and the media public that are pressing.
No, I'm just talking about like like whenever Marshall Lynch was saying what did he say?
Bro, he said a bunch of things.
No, but he said
he's like
they asked him a question.
Yeah, and he'd be like,
y'all know why I'm here.
Yeah, dude.
That was gold right there. Y'all know why I'm here.
Like,
y'all know why I'm here.
Marshall Lynch has said it before. He's not a TV guy. He's not a talking guy. He's a football guy.
Yeah.
Right? Why are they forcing him to talk, right? Now, I don't know what the contract says, right? I guess apparently in the contract you have to speak with media, right? That's part of the contract.
That's part of the contract.
I get it. Just like movie stars, when they do a movie, they have to go to press conference. It sucks. Like, it's part of the contract. But at the end of the day, man, if you're putting in, like, again, like we talk periods, when it's hard work. When we're talking about a month of hard work and you basically have no breaks, dude, you deserve a break in that month. In those 2 weeks, in that week, whatever. You, as a person, if you're putting your work, you're doing what you're doing, you deserve at least a day off for your mental stability so you can get back in. Like, every time I take a day off, I feel rejuvenated.
Yeah.
Even though I might have a lot of work, I just feel better that I took a day off and I'm ready to start all over again and do this work.
Well, and another thing that bugged me about this was the reaction of everybody supporting her.
Okay.
It sounds horrible, but it's not horrible. What I mean is, Kyrie didn't get the same reaction. Why did Kyrie get clowned for basically saying the same thing? Kyrie got slammed.
Do you want to know the difference?
What's the difference?
All right. First, it's a sport.
Okay.
Tennis, basketball. Basketball is more of a team sport.
Okay.
You're not a team player. You're not, doing what you're supposed to do. Tennis, it's you.
Okay.
You're everything. You're the face of the
Kyrie,
French Cup.
you're kind of like throwing your team under the bus.
Yeah, pretty much. Like you know how they always do it. Like LeBron's not on the is not playing. He's not a team. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the narrative that they take, right? That's the one thing.
And I will say, mad respect to her. She said, "I don't like this. I'm out."
Yeah.
Like that takes guts.
Another thing, right? Just to add, and I don't want to make this a gender issue, but it's a man and a woman.
Okay.
Typically, you're gonna support a woman, right? Like, I don't mean it like that. I don't mean saying it like, but you typically, you want to support women because they're fragile or whatever, right? Whereas a man have to like no, and I said quotes like I'm playing like women are strong, right? But I mean they are strong. But what I'm saying is like as a like Kyrie, oh he's a man.
He's supposed
Yeah,
to.
like how you feel like by taking a day off. You just said it like I'm a man. Like I'm not supposed to feel like I need a day off.
True.
Right? Which is a bad mindset because it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. You need to take care of your mental health. You need to take care of yourself. You need to take care of your brain. You know what I mean? Like it's not a man woman thing. It's a you thing. You got to take care of yourself. So that's one of the things, like, that's why you kind of see that the differences, right? And that's just the basic, right? Because Kyrie, I feel like the media dislikes him a little bit more. So they give him more stuff on top of him. Whereas everybody likes Naomi.
Naomi, yeah.
You're not going to talk about Naomi, man. Like, she has a great story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, she's one of those cares athletes, right? That we have. So, she's not going to get the same heat.
Yeah.
And so yeah, man. So like that's why you kind of see that and to me like I just wanted to talk about that because mental health is really an issue and it is really important to take mental breaks. It's okay. You know what I mean?
I think that was a good talk.
Yeah, that was a great talk.
I learned something new. Well, like I didn't understand the situation, but now talking about it, it's like okay,
you get a better idea, right?
Yeah,
like,
because like my main thing was the comparison between Kyrie and her.
Yeah.
But it is a solo. She doesn't affect anybody other than herself.
Well, she affects the tournament and their revenue.
And that's why they're upset.
And then
that's why they're upset.
And I also brought this up because I wanted to talk about Serena Williams, and she supports Naomi for taking, time off, and it makes her path easier to win the French Open, which I thought was very interesting, man. She's going after her 24th Grand Slam, which
she said she wished she could give her a hug.
Ooh. She can give her a hug after the victory. After the victory parade.
Yeah.
She can call her over like, hey, Naomi, I hope you're feeling better. I appreciate you. This is the 24th Grand Slam. It has my name on it.
She'll give her the tour later.
I'll give you the tour later. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. And I think, so Serena Williams is on the road.
Hey, it's all good.
For a record.
Serena's a beast. She's going to kill it. If Naomi's not showing up. I hope all the best for both of these influential women.
Ooh.
I think Naomi's on track of being a game changer, and Serena, she's already an icon.
Yeah, man, she's solidified.
Such a powerful woman.
Yeah. So hopefully, if you learn anything about this, is take a mental health break.
I just learned that.
Orlando,
I need to chill out.
Two. In 3 years.
I'm not gonna count 2020, but yeah.
Bro, 2020 was, I think, the most important one. You had to take a mental health break.
Man.
Being at the house all day, being at work all day, being in your living room, bedroom, balcony. Dude.
Yeah.
You couldn't be outside?
Well, it was a pandemic, right?
Yeah.
So.
You see, that's why I had to take a break. That's why I responsibly took a mental health break to Orlando during the pandemic.
Yeah.
So I could be okay.
Yeah.
Dude, I was going crazy. I dyed my hair blonde.
Oh, he did dye. He did dye his hair blonde.
I was out here, man.
He was trying to look like Bad Bunny.
Ended up looking like Donald Trump's son.